They were, and this is Sue Coe, and the reason I put this in here, this is one of my favorite paintings of hers, but I can't find it anymore. She has been written out of history a little bit, I think. This is Ronald Reagan playing with his bombs in the bathtub. So I found this from a still from a movie. But Sue Coe is an artist, and I'm also going to write about, who showed at Civilian Warfare and PPOW Gallery, and she carried that connection between the German neo-expressionists. She's a British artist, but she's an American citizen. This has to do with the Iran-Contra affair, Admiral Poindexter, McFarlane. If you ever read about that, these are the people that were implicated, and Reagan pardoned them. But this is one of her best paintings. I think she connected with surrealism a lot, and this is very Hieronymus Bosch-like. A meat grinder, basically. But this is and once again, I had to get this off the still. I've since found, I think you can get these. When I first put this together, you couldn't find these images. She's been reintroduced into the internet anyway. But you can't really see this from this slide, but this says is about Eleanor Bumpers, who was a woman who had mental issues, who was murdered by the transit cops or the housing authority. This is supposed to be based on Michael Stewart, who was an graffiti artist that was part of the scene, who got beat to death on the subway. And then the guy over here is supposed to be based on Bernard Goetz, who was the subway vigilante. He was a computer programmer who took a gun onto the subway with him, and when some fellas tried to rob him, he killed him. He shot him, and he got off scot-free. There was a show last year at the Guggenheim, and it was in LA as well, called Basquiat's. It was Basquiat's, I can't remember what the second word. And it was about the Michael Stewart tragedy and all the art that was done during that period. When he got killed, there was a court case, and there were a lot of protest art shows about it, and Basquiat was involved in it. And that, you can look that up, probably the first thing that pops up if you put Basquiat into the internet. There's the Eleanor Bumpers cop back on job. So Sue Coe was very much what I would call agitprop, and making art about what was going on in the scene. So I'm going to zip through this. This one's about a rape that happened in Boston.